Okay, what's up, everybody? This is Tom Taylor with South China Morning Post, SCMP MMA, joined this morning by the former deep strawweight champion and current one championship strawweight fighter, Namiki Kawahara. Namiki, how's everything going?
これは日本語で答えた方がいいんですか？わかりました。調子はいい感じです。I'm ready.
I'm doing well. I'm ready.
Awesome. Well, it's been over a year since your one championship debut. What have you been up to since then? How have you been filling your time since that debut?
ほとんどアメリカにいて、アメリカでずっとチームアルファメールでトレーニング、世界一を取るためにトレーニングをしてきました。
I've been mostly in the U.S. Been training at Team Alpha Male, just looking to get to the top.
Awesome. Well, I want to talk about Team Alpha Male, but first, just looking back on that debut, short notice fight, of course. How do you feel about the debut you had against Lito? Any regrets about taking the fight on short notice or the fight itself?
That was just 9 days over. はい。9日間前のオファーで、まあ向こうは準備万端の中で、まあみんな緊急オファーはあるけど、特にあの時期は厳しかったと思うんですよ。コロナとかでジムもほとんど閉まってて、でその中で緊急オファーやったんで、本当にただの緊急オファーじゃないぐらい過酷な中で、自分の持ってるものはベストは尽くせたとは思ってます。
The offer was on a 90 days notice, and he's been ready. He's been training. He had a full camp. It was especially hard during COVID, and to be able to accomplish that is something I'm proud of. It was difficult nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Well, you looked good even in defeat. Do you feel like there were any lessons that you can learn from that experience?
学んだことは、やっぱ MMA なんで、MMA 学んだこと、なんか9日間の中で、いきなり緊急オファーでリトアディワン、めちゃくちゃ強いリトアディワンと真っ向勝負できたことは自分にとってすごく財産にはなってます。
So what I learned was, let me think about this. Because it was on a 9 days short notice fight, I was able to stand toe to toe with the Lito Adiwan. So that's something that's really important to me.
That's definitely a positive. One way or the other, you have the opportunity to get back on track on April 22nd against Danial Williams. How excited are you for this opportunity? I'm guessing you're very excited.
ワンチャンピオンシップの人たちが初めて並木川原を見ると思います。この前の試合はもちろん僕です。もちろん僕ですけど、リアル川原並木がそこに現れると思います。
I think that people at one will finally be able to see who Namiki Kawahara is. At the last fight, yes, I fought as hard as I could, but I think it's this fight that's going to show the true self.
Very exciting. Let's talk about your opponent a little bit, Danial Williams. What do you think of this guy? How do you rate him as an opponent? And where are his strengths and his weaknesses?
ロッタンとフルラウンドを打ち合うハートはやっぱ世界レベルだなとは思ってます。で、彼は昔から日本に来たりして、ムエタイをずっとやってきたり、ムエタイのチャンピオンになったり、すごい戦士だとは思ってます。ファイターですね。
From my understanding, he went all the way with Rotang, so he truly has the heart of a champion. His heart is definitely up there. And he's been in Japan previously, and he's fought in Japan. So my impression of him is that he's just a true fighter.
That's an excellent assessment. Now, you mentioned Team Alpha Male earlier in this conversation. What has it been like training overseas? How have you enjoyed your time there in Sacramento?
チームアルファメールで毎日生活することが命がけで、そのハードウォークイージーペイっていうんですけど、そのイージーファイト、ハードウォークイージーファイトって言うんですけど、それぐらいここで生き残ることが精一杯で、そこで生き残って1年半前やられて、ずっとここでやってきて、で自分がどれだけ強くなってるかっていうのが多分次の試合でしっかり証明できると思う。
It's hard work every day. They say hard work, easy pay. I'm surviving on a daily basis at Team Alpha Male, and ever since my last fight, it's been the grind hasn't stopped. And I think at the next bout, everything will kind of show itself. And yeah, training to the best of my ability here.
Cool, cool. There are a lot of amazing fighters at Team Alpha Male, a lot of very famous fighters. Is there anybody you've really enjoyed training with there, or anybody that's been really useful for you to train with?
まず日本人でいうと、道則田中、元 USC ファイター道則田中、テルト石原やシャボー、そう前に LFA のタイトルマッチやったアラン、ブラジル人のアランで、あとはそうですね、ソン・ヤドン、あとは誰やろう、次 A1 コンバットっていうメインイベントのフライ級タイトルマッチやるダフィーってやつ、そうですね、まあいい、そうですね、みんなっすね、そんな感じですね。はい。まだまだその名前知られてないけどやばいやつはいっぱいいます。
Hi. So there's a pretty big list of pretty strong people that I'm training with. I guess to name a few would be Mitsunori Tanaka, Yashabo, former or LFA title contenders, A1 combat fighters, and among others.
Great. Yeah, it's a great gym. There's a lot of benefits for a fighter like yourself going overseas to train, but of course, lots of challenges as well. Have there been any challenges for you, moving from Japan to California to train?
ファイトライフですね。自分の生き方ですね。僕はファイトライフを送ってるんで、毎日会社に行って、今 Zoom で話してる人らも同じような仕事をしている中で、僕は毎日ジムに勤めることが仕事で、それがファイトライフです。
I'm living the fight life. My life is fighting here. I moved here. Everyone I concern myself with here is, in the industry right now. Like I'm doing Zooms that has to do with fighting. So everything I do since coming abroad has to do with my career, which is fighting.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Assuming things go your way on April 22nd, have you given any thought to who you'd like to fight after Daniel Williams?
ジャレット・ブルックスかマスンやね。
Jared Brooks, definitely, or Masanyune.
Right. Well, that's my next question. I was gonna ask you about this. Another big strawweight fight on this card. Jared Brooks and Bokang Masanyane. Who do you think wins this fight?
ジャレットでしょう。まあジャレットが実質世界一じゃないですかね今。
I think it's Jared Brooks. I think he's number one right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that. After your debut, you made it very clear that despite the loss, you want the one championship strawweight title. That title, of course, is held by Joshua Pacio, the champion. What do you think of him as a potential opponent? What do you think of the champ?
いいファイターやとは思います。でも今が本当のワンストロー級のワンストロー級に世界一強いやつらが今集まってきました。なんで実質今のランキングとかそういうのは関係ないです。ナッシングです。ただ今からチャンピオンになるやつが世界一強いっていうか、こっから今やっと強いやつらが全員集まりました。 自分も含め。
He's a good fighter, but the real strawweight contenders are just starting to gather to the division. The real ones that are going up to the top, I think, including myself, it's only a matter of time that new champion emerges, and they're among the top ones are the contenders.
Well said. It's a very exciting division. Changing gears, I hear that before you were a full-time fighter, you were working in real estate in Japan. What was your job like before you became a full-time fighter? What was that work like?
まあ不動産の仕事とか他の会社員の仕事って何か失敗してもやっぱ30、40、50になってもできる仕事やとは思いました。なんでやっぱり MMA っていう競技は若いうちにしかできない、スポーツってやっぱそうだと思うんですけど、若いうちにしかできない競技にその夢中になって打ち込みたいと思って、まずその今はその仕事を全部辞めて MMA を始めました。
Real estate, corporate jobs, those are jobs that you can do when you're 30, 40, 50 years old. MMA, along with other sports, that's something you can do only while you're young. And I decided to dedicate my life while I'm young to being an athlete.
That makes complete sense to me. That is a big career change, though. Do you feel happy about the career change that you made? No regrets? You prefer punching and kicking people to selling property?
そうですね、楽しいですね。誰のせいにもできないですね、この競技は。不動産の仕事をしてたり、何か違う仕事をしてても、やっぱり何か人と人との付き合いであったり、そういうもので人のせいにしたりできることはあると思う。して逃げてたこともあったりするんですけど、でも MMA は嘘つけないですね。自分のやってきたことを全て出るし、全て自分に返ってくるし、だからこそ僕はこの競技がより好きですね。
Yes, it's fun. You can't blame anyone in this sport, real estate, along with other jobs. For one, there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of relationships with other people that you have to deal with, factors that are out of your control, and you end up blaming. In MMA, it's all down to you. It's all up to you and what you make of it.
Very well said. Back to the fight with Daniel. Is there any particular way you see this fight going? Do you have a prediction for your fight?
タフな戦いになるか、圧倒するか。ちょっと待ってくださいね。そうですね。レベル違うと思ってるんですけどね。はい。
I think it'll be a tough battle, or I will overwhelm him. At the end of the day, I think I'm on another level.
And assuming that's the way it goes and you get your hand raised in Singapore, how good will it feel to finally have that first one championship win?
別に嬉しくはないかもしれないですね。そこで世界一を取ってやっと嬉しいかもしれないです。
I might not be too excited or happy. I'll be happy when I'm number one in the division and I'm the world champion.
Well, that leads perfectly into my next question. What are you hoping to accomplish in one championship this year before the year is out?
3連勝。
3-fight win streak.
One final question here before I let everyone go. You have beautiful hair. What is your hair care secret? What is the secret to this hair?
系統は湯の仙人、ジャパニーズ仙人。そうですね。なんかファイトライフを送ってる間は伸ばそうと思ってます。まあ修行やと思ってるんで、このファイトライフも。
It's something that I decided to grow out my hair as a part of training as well. Just embracing the fight life.
I love it. Well, it's a great look. Thank you so much for the time. It's great to talk to you, and best of luck on April 22nd.
Thank you.